Good morning. We've got Lori ready to go. She's our first one. Good morning.
Hi, Lori.
Good morning from Memory Bound in Ankeny, Iowa. And you're in for a treat today because you're getting two for the price of one. Two demos for the price of one today. And you're going to be making some really, really cute tags from Simple Stories, 'Tis the Season. Chris has taken one sheet of paper and made all of these tags. And if you were in Merrymakers, you probably have that piece of paper, don't you?
Exactly.
And then I'm going to be showing you how to take old books and make a little Christmas vignette or centerpiece. It's very, very easy.
And adorable. They don't look easy, but...
But before we start, we've got a few things that we're going to share with you. As you know, we are in the middle of our Merry Markdowns. And so we're just going to go back and remind you of what is on sale. And I came in this morning and I saw that these were on sale. They are Tim Holtz and they're half price. They're a little jar of wishbones. They're actual little wishbones,
Yes.
like turkey wishbones. So I know Thanksgiving is over, but you could easily serve a turkey at Thanksgiving and tie
Christmas.
Tie a red ribbon around it and do this same thing. But what I ended up doing was showing a quick and easy and inexpensive way to make a name tag for Thanksgiving or Christmas whenever you're making a turkey. So these are regularly, I just love these. You can take them out of the package and use them individually, but the whole package is $5.99. Half price is $3. And what was perfect is it has a cork lid.
Yes, so you took these little pins.
I did.
Stuck that in there. You know, it makes me want to open it up and see if I could actually break the wishbone and get my wish.
Yes. So if you are serving turkey for Christmas, this would be perfect.
Oh, adorable.
For a name tag. Or if you want to get ahead for Thanksgiving, they're only $3. And look, we have a whole basket full of them.
You know, and I wouldn't even have to serve turkey. I could just do it, you know, Christmas wishes.
That's true.
You don't have to have turkey for it. I think it's
We
adorable.
could have put a red ribbon or a little red and white striped ribbon.
And we've got those tiny bells. You could attach a little bell to it, really make it Christmassy.
You know what? I did this on the fly this morning, but you and I could have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we could.
Making these for different seasons.
Yep.
Or different dinners. Okay.
It's adorable.
Just had to pass that along. These are too good of a deal to pass up.
Well, yeah, Maggie was inspired, and now I need to buy 8 of those for my family. Also, don't forget about, these aren't Lost Family, photo mat. They're kind of fun. Some of them look like maybe they're a mug shot.
They do.
But it's still cute. It would be $3.50, originally $7, so... And I don't know if that we need to go through each thing. You tell me, Maggie, what you want to do.
We had an idea, even chicken, if you were serving chicken.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Cornish game hens. Look at all of these different... Do I have all of them? No. There are 5 different Tim Holtz crayons that originally are $9. So $4.50 for any of these 5.
How fun.
Well,
if you've wanted to get into the crayon.
What a great way to give it a try.
Yes.
I think we're down to 1 of these.
Nice.
But we do have the metal gate.
The metal gate comes in handy for creating houses, for Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving. The spring garden gate.
Oh, that would be cute.
You can just make it a lot.
I bought one, but I didn't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Either one of these would be $3.
Wow.
You might need to bring another one home, Maggie.
Yes.
The journal cards. These make great tags. Layer them, and you can make tags. You can journal with them, obviously. Just all sorts of things. $11.99, so $12 would be $6.
That was some very quick math there,
Oh,
Chris.
well, this little beaker would be $4. You get a set of 2, and it also has the cork. You could put all sorts of things in there and make. You're so good at vignettes. You could put all sorts of little potions in there.
Well,
for your
and
Halloween.
you also, even if you didn't want to use it for Halloween, you could paint them and make them into just vases.
Oh, there you go. That's a good idea. We should know. Maggie would.
All sorts of different ways to use these things.
And then we have all of these different et ceteras. I don't even know how many of them we have. Any of these sizes, regularly $7.99, so $4. And remember, these sales are only good through Sunday. So if you want something, now get it now.
Interruption time. Dawn said, love potion number 9 for Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
how cute is that?
Yes, love it.
Look at this big one, Maggie. What would you do?
Well, I'll tell you what. I have. Oh, there's a drive-by. There are so many things you could do with those. And with Valentine's coming up or winter, you could really make some. Instead of coasters, make some panels.
Oh yeah. Oh, these are nice too. You get red, blue, black, or pink, and these would only be $1.50. And you get a sheet of each of those colors. And I can't remember if it was you or Teresa said that she liked to stamp inside of those.
Oh, they make perfect little stamping
And
spots to put on a card.
oh, the collage paper. This looks almost like the World Fair, maybe. Very cool. That would only be $3.50. We have 2 of these left. Ooh, look at that neat marbling. Looks like Italy to me, just because of
Yes,
that
it
marbled
does.
paper. That would only be $5. I think we have 1 set of keys left. Going, going, gone.
Yes, those are nice, and they have
they are.
words on them.
Can you read those, or do you need me to?
No, found, lucky, fly, dream, brave, curious, and heart.
Nice.
Perfect for Valentine's.
Oh, yeah.
coming up.
Or if somebody's going through something, you could do a brave. And then we have several different stencils. I'm going to pull the ones that I think are all the same price here.
Change this. We're showing this today instead.
Oh, okay. These 3, any of these 3 would be $3.50 because they're regularly $7.
I do like the honeycomb,
Yes, yep.
and it's very artsy looking.
Yeah, it is.
Just kind of scratched.
Yeah, it's not perfect, which I like.
Yeah.
And this, wouldn't that be great for Christmas? Doing a background.
And Halloween.
And Halloween.
Spells, you know.
yes. And then we have the shifters. Now this would be $8 because it's regularly $16. I think that's the only one we have left of the shifters. Oh, nope. I'm wrong. Here's this one too, kind of a harlequin. Very cool. Did we do, go ahead, did you have something?
I use harlequin a lot.
Do ya?
I do like harlequin.
Oh, and look at this fun one. Kind of
Oh.
a little test tube almost. You get 4 of them in there
And
for
those
$4.
are called corked domes.
Yeah, so you could, wouldn't it be cute if you had just a single flower that you could set in there?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Excuse me. Dawn also said the stars for the 4th of July.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
you know, when Tim puts something out at Halloween, you don't always have to
No.
use it for Halloween.
The hinges. You've used these, haven't you?
I have. They are very fun to use.
Those are only $2.50. $5 for the edges. I don't know, corners. What would you?
They're almost like gargoyles, aren't they?
Yeah.
A little bit.
But you could use the, oh gosh, the rendering stuff that he had, and heat it up, make it a different color
Yeah.
if you want.
Somebody just said they're making fudge today.
Oh, I wish you lived closer. Well, maybe you do. The gauge frames, $3.50.
Whenever I look at these, you know what I think they are? It's like handcuffs or
Oh,
something.
no.
I don't know why.
Well, I don't even want to go there with you, Maggie. And then we have the set of 3
Yes.
boxes.
Big, medium, and small.
Yeah.
Kind of like Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear.
Exactly. And these would only be $7, which is awesome.
Lots of fun ways to use
Also,
it.
do you want to just pan really
Yes.
quick and show them all of the dies and stamps that we have?
And these are all 50% off too, right?
Correct.
That's a great one. For
Yeah, it is.
50% off,
Yep.
that's a really good one. The butterflies are always nice. This is one of my favorite ones of Tim Holtz.
It's very
Oh my gosh.
cool. Yeah.
You can make your own whimsical bugs or realistic bugs. That's a great one.
Well, and this Santa, he just makes me happy. I don't know why.
Yeah. That's a colorized, right? A little, well, maybe not colorized. This one is
No,
right
this
here.
one is not.
I like him.
Yep.
And if you're still wishing for some Halloween decor,
Well, gosh, this is the time to get it while it's 50% off. And
yes. Deb, I agree. Those bugs just come out fun.
yeah,
Hi, Mary.
I like the butterflies up there too.
Yes.
You could put a butterfly on one of these big flowers.
And
That would be
these
fun.
they can be very watercolor if you want them to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
All
where
right.
to next, Chris?
So now, shall we show? We're
We've got
gonna
a little package of fun stuff.
Yes. All right. The crease. Love my crease. Maggie, do you have this one?
I do not, but I
Oh
was
my
just
gosh.
looking at it this morning.
Yeah. I like that the numbers are so readable. And you know,
Nice.
some of them you have to almost color the numbers once you get it. This is not that way. And this is $39.99.
Elena said she made those bugs and put them on a summer wreath on her porch.
Oh, how cute would
Yes.
that be? Because they
Very
are
cool.
a nice size.
Yeah.
This came in just the other day. Look at those colors.
Deb says she loves her crease.
Oh, good. I'm not the only one then. And you can crease, oh gosh, the heavy board, you know, not super heavy, but it's got a little thing in there that if you, I should have never started talking. Chipboard. If you, some of the chipboard you can crease.
Really? So must be kind of deeper.
It has a special. It has a
Indentations?
special tool that you put on there,
Oh.
and then you can crease it. So that's only $3.99, and we got the numbers back in that I think Katie used, maybe.
Yep, for her countdown
Yes,
tray or daily December daily
daily.
tray.
And then we got some fun Valentine things in. Look at that cute frame.
Oh,
Yes, that's only $3.99.
that would be a fun kids project.
Yes, it would. I marked those yesterday and I checked a few times because I thought I had done it wrong. And look at this cute little guy. You could
Very
put,
cute.
you could put Valentine paper on it, fill it up with Valentines for the kids, or make a cute little Easter basket. That's $6.99. These would be great in our craft rooms.
Oh, how cute. Now that would even be cute on your 3-tier tray.
Yes, yep. That's $3.99 also.
Lots of fun little projects for the kids to paint.
This little guy is $5.99, but look, he's just one of those little miniature.
Aw.
Becky from work here got 2 of them, I believe, and she was going to try to glue them together back to back or something. But that's really
Oh.
cute.
Well, and you know what? That would be something fun for a little kid to paint up and give to mom or dad for a birthday present for their desk,
Oh yeah,
that type
for
of thing.
their teacher.
Yeah.
This hanging heart,
Oh,
that's only $5.99, and this is nice and heavy.
hanging
that's
heart.
cute.
Have you ever had your heart left hanging?
No, no. Married my high school sweetheart. And look at this chalkboard. I don't know if it's not actual chalkboard, but you could put letters, cut out letters and put it on there.
So you can't write with it?
I
With
don't think so.
Like a bistro
You
marker
feel it. Well,
or
you might be
something?
able to do it
Hard
with
to
that.
tell.
Yeah, I'm not going to guarantee that one way or the other.
Yeah, hi Angie.
And then we got a couple of our stamp blocks in. This little guy's $4.99 and $5.99. These come in handy. Even though I have a Misty, I still like having a stamp block.
How do we find the word items on the web page? Word items.
I don't know what she is meant by.
Not quite sure what the word items are. Oh, wood items.
Wood.
I bet that's what it is.
Okay.
The wood pieces are full price. Yes, we have moved away from the half price table. And now we are showing you new products.
Would you think it would be in home decor?
Look under home decor, possibly. New.
Oh, look at these for Valentine's Day. That's some nice different sizes. And they're faceted, so they give a nice... Those are only $3.29.
Yes, and those are kind of hard to come by.
Yes.
When you need them.
I'll see if I can stick with heart things right now. Those are nice.
Cute.
Yeah. And look at those that are dimensional. I like that too.
Oh, yeah. They look quilty, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That might go, well, no. We've got that line that's kind of Victorian looking. Oh, those are cute. Look at those little puffy animals. You know you're going to be going to the zoo this summer.
Yes.
Forever in Time. That's only $1.99. I'm always surprised, you know. All right, shall we go through these kind of quickly?
Yeah, sometimes it works better if we lay them on the table.
Okay.
And we'll just
Pan them.
Pan them.
Oh, we've got some Grinch stuff back.
Yes, we do.
You tell me when, and I'll just pick them up and scoot them. And if there's something you want, you can call the store. People traveling again. Or going to a reunion.
If you graduated in 1973, you would have had your 50th reunion.
Oh, man. Look at you doing math.
Yes.
Oh, bachelor party?
I only knew that because a good friend of mine is celebrating his 50th wedding anniversary, and he got married in right as soon as we got graduated.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, how can that be? Is that a Lego?
What, this?
Yeah.
It's a hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon in the basket. Okay.
Yep. Oh, look at that little squirrel. He's cute.
Very cute. A lot of people into squirrels these days. Guess I could help you.
That's all right. Oh, you've got a junior playing football.
At you and I.
At you and I.
And then running. And then getting hurt. We could tell a whole
Yes,
story.
right. And then on their off days, they go fishing.
Okay.
Let's see what stories we can come up with, Maggie.
Yes.
Okay, so they started on the baseball team. Went to tennis. Football.
Oh, this person's very athletic.
Oh my goodness, they're busy. And then unfortunately, they got hurt.
There we go. And if you're playing sports, that's to be expected, right?
That's right. Oh, that one would be for my grandson,
We're
Hunter.
gonna go hunting.
Bring
Hunting
your dog.
with Hunter. They're under themes and Valentine's Day, but show out of stock. I wonder if that means. I wonder what they're.
I wonder if the order didn't get complete.
Oh, the vignette boxes.
Oh.
We'll have to look into that. They should be 50% off.
Okay, we have a 4 and a 5. If your birthday's other than that, you're out of luck.
There you go.
If there was a 4 and a 7, that would be for my daughter's birthday tomorrow. Oh, look at that pretty engaged. Cutting the cake. Elf on a Shelf.
Oh, the faceted red hearts. Anybody have an idea where they might be listed at? Did you look under new product? And it's not under Valentine's.
Embellishment? Do we have an embellishment one?
We will check on that.
If I had a bell, I would ding it for you. Oh, there's
The red faceted hearts. They're not finding them.
This.
They're under Valentine's Day, but we are checking on stock. That's what it's saying, out of stock.
okay. Are we good there?
We are.
Okay.
They're not out of stock. We just got them in. And I've heard that these are out of stock.
Oh, yes.
We put 12 of those in.
Ooh, here's some longer ones for a full page layout, right?
These are great for quick and easy page layouts.
Oh, look at this little windmill to go with that tractor we had earlier.
Oh,
Oh, some
lots
thankful
of
hearts.
Thanksgiving
Yeah.
back in if you are scrapping Thanksgiving.
And we realize we're going fast, but you can always go back through the video later and stop it, and that way you can get a better look at what we were showing. Oh boy, Cardinals fans.
Okay, I love that tiger.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Boy, we did this in record
Boy, didn't
time.
we though? We might be able to get a job here someday, Maggie.
There we go.
That's
That's
it.
almost all black and white.
Yeah,
there.
it is.
All right.
With a little pop of color.
Yes. That was
Did-
very quick.
Do your kids have these little cards?
Oh, yes.
Weren't they
All three
fun?
of them.
My son, one time, a neighbor was watching him outside, and I went in the house, came back out, and I said, "Where's Aaron?" He says, "Oh, I forgot I was watching him." He had taken his little car. He was 3, rode it up to the school to pick up his sister because he was hungry, so he knew she'd be coming home soon from kindergarten.
Oh, my gosh.
I was just like, never so scared in my life.
Oh, my gosh. That happens to all of us.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just going to pan all that 50% off of Tim Holtz items. And we are going to be ready for Chris. Chris is going to start this double.
Okay, this is fixed. This is
Okay.
back in stock.
Okay,
And the red
these are back in
gems,
stock.
I don't know what, the red gems are fixed also.
And the red gems
Okay.
are fixed.
Awesome.
Okay, so
So
Kelly's going to take the
Okay.
camera. And Chris, these are so fun.
Thank
Just
you.
hard to believe it was done with one sheet of paper.
Well, it's
Gosh, yes. Oh gosh, yes.
oh gosh. I've been trying not to say that as much, but it doesn't
Someone
work. I
just
do it anyway.
asked if we had any frame kits yet left, and yes, we do. The ones I showed last week. Do you need some? There you go. Okay.
Thanks, Maggie. I'll take your microphone, please. Oh, we got a big crowd today.
Yay.
Yippee. Oh, I don't have my name tag on. I don't have my name tag. I gotta
Well,
go
who
get
are
it.
you?
I don't know. Who am I?
All right.
Isn't that a song, Chris? Like
Who are you?
who?
Oh, it's
I really want it.
They
Yeah.
show it on NCIS.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, Maggie said. Okay,
All
so we
right.
have double fun. You guys probably already talked about that, but I'm just joining. I'm Kelly, and we're here at Memory Bound. If you're just joining, and Chris is here, and I love her shirt.
Oh, thank you.
I'm glad that you tried.
I try really hard. It doesn't work usually, but
So
That's all
Chris
right.
is doing tags, and Maggie's doing books.
Yes.
Home decor books.
Yep. Mine is going to be quick and easy because I put them all together, but I just kind of wanted to give you ideas because some people have asked about tag kits, and I think we're doing that for next year for sure. We're going to put together some tag kits, but for this year, this is such an easy way.
Oh my gosh, this is wonderful.
Dress up your tags.
They want us to sing it, Chris.
Oh,
I'm a terrible
gosh.
singer, everyone.
Nobody wants me to sing it. Wouldn't end well. We don't want to lose viewers.
Yes, yeah, we did lose a couple, Chris.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
We had a couple drop off.
Uh-oh. Well, such is
Oh
life.
well, it is what it is.
That's right. The ones that I did are using the Simple Vintage 'Tis the Season. The front of them and then the back of them have it so that you can write or use a stamp and do to from on it.
Oh yeah, okay. So we have the stamp, the Merry Making stamp from Memory Bound. It's an exclusive, and where is that darn to from? There it is. So it's got to from. It's got Diane's favorite tree, snowflakes. I also inspired by Diane, the little zigzag, and this was designed by Janet, and is it $14.99? It's called Merry Making. And you found another one?
Yeah, we found another one from Waffle
that's got
Flower.
a lot.
It has 3 different fonts on it, which is nice. And then also it has all these little happy holidays. It's a neat little stamp.
Well, I'm looking at it. They're cut very square, so if you are lining them up, you're gonna get it straight because they've got the square tops or bottoms on them,
which is nice. I enjoy that. This is $15.99, and it is called Classic Holiday Sentiments.
Why do I see stuff on these videos that I don't remember?
Don't know.
And then I'm like, oh, Chris, that would be a good one for Kelly to take home tonight.
Well, and we just showed the stamping blocks, so
yeah, and
get
those
your
are really
yep,
nice too.
yep.
Nice size.
So, yeah, those two would pair really nicely together. I also, Kelly and I pulled a couple other options for you.
There's Simple Stories makes this cool tag paper.
And what I used was in the line was the
foam stickers.
I used the enamel dots, and then I used a package of, on this one I did the floral bits, but you could do any.
So this is all 'Tis the Season. So the tag paper, the foam stickers, which are actually 2 sheets you get in there, the enamel dots, and they're the glossy ones. So I think that makes them kind of neat.
Yeah, kind of sparkly and fun.
Kind of clearish and.
Yeah, this has 2 different sides.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
And then the floral bits, I think these are nice because it's all florals and greenery and pine cones.
Yeah.
And this is our Merry Makers lineup right there, you guys.
This one, just to give you options.
There's Dear Santa, which is also Simple Stories, Simple Vintage. Oh my gosh, look at that Santa.
Oh, he's adorable. And look at those snowflakes and hearts. I mean, so easy just to add to
nice little
these tags.
additions to the tags.
Exactly. And they also have
and
the enamel dots, and then
you got your bits and pieces.
That one, yeah, I liked that with it.
So you could do different sets depending on your theme.
Well, yeah.
And Chris, we're looking ahead here, aren't we?
Well, it's going to be here before you know it.
Oh, this is the
Look
brand
at
new love story
Yes.
from Simple Stories. And it's got the same thing. You've got the foam stickers, you've got the tag sheet, and you could make some really beautiful tags. And they can go on the fronts of cards, on gifts.
Yeah, definitely. You could decorate one up, pop dot it on a card, and be done.
But I really like what you've done with all of these, Chris. Are we
you.
going to
Well,
look at
what do
each
you want me
one?
to-
Yeah, well, why don't you point out where you added something extra?
Okay.
Or so first, you just cut your sheet apart?
I cut my sheet apart. I took my crocodile and I punched holes.
So you could get
I
your
could do
ribbon.
my ribbon and stuff. Laid them all out with my bits and pieces or whatever. I used the floral bits, and just kind of went from there. So, like, here's the bicycle one.
Okay, there's the bike.
Oops, excuse me. And with this one, because it's so fun, all I did was use Diane's glitter mix, which I keep in a little container mixed at home, which is half. I do half and half.
So Diane's glitter mix consists of diamond dust, which is a little bit chunkier. It's like crushed glass, and rock candy, which is very fine.
Yep. It just makes a nice. I told Diane I was struggling on a few of them, and I thought, why not just get out the glitter mix? And so that just really bumped it up for me. This I used just a simple ribbon, kept it easy. Used my
sparkle really added a lot.
Yeah, doesn't it though?
Yes.
Used my Tim Holtz stapler.
Oh yeah,
and just
got a
stapled.
tiny attacher.
Thank you. I couldn't think what that was called.
I know. Tim Holtz stapler. We all know what that means, though.
So easy as that. Okay. This
you
little,
want to tell us about ho ho ho?
This little stinker, I thought, okay, what am I going to do? Things wouldn't fit in. This isn't the right size. I thought, well, I could cut this apart, stick it in here. Not the right size. So then I did hash marks throughout the whole thing.
Okay.
And I didn't leave well enough alone. I thought, well, why not do this?
Yeah, because
Well,
you're trying to come up with something.
Right, trying to come up with something different.
Maybe that one's good on its own. Is that what you decided, Chris?
Yeah, well, no, after playing with it, yes, I think I would leave it alone.
We should have had you bring it for fun.
Oh my gosh, it was sad. I think if I were to do it over, I would take a lip pen and maybe just do little stitch marks.
Oh, sure.
Just to add a little something to it. But that poor one ended up in the garbage.
Okay, so you will not find
not
ho
find-
ho ho here
Nope.
in our display.
Exactly. Okay, so this one
has nothing on it.
Nope, it was pretty plain. So I took the Christmas from here.
So it's a foam sticker that says
Yep.
Christmas, and it fits perfect.
It does. Yep, it's perfect size, almost like they did it on purpose. And then I took two pieces from here, a piece of greenery in here, and then I added my glossy accents.
So she's
to
got
the
that on the
berries.
berries. That's why they look shiny.
And I inked everything in my whichever brown I had at home. It doesn't matter. Vintage photo, gathered twigs, either one is good. And then I added my string, but I wanted something here, and just
Well, it
added
looks
a
like
little
they're
bow.
kind of tied together in a
Exactly.
little arrangement.
And that's what I did. I attached these two at the top. I punched a hole through it also, and put it through so that they're kind of hanging there together.
Looks good. Now flip it over so we can see the back. So see how the backs are also decorative, where you could write your message, or like we said,
Yep.
do your to from, whatever you'd like to do with that.
Exactly. And some of
Kim's idea for the ho 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 was to put a Santa's hat on it.
oh, that would be cute.
Yeah,
Yep.
we do have repeating Santa hat stickers, and that would have been great.
This one is another one that didn't have much on it. So I just inked it, added embellishments, found ribbon that I thought matched, and then I decided, well, let's add a little something to the back. So I added
Oh, you added a piece of floral.
yeah, I added a little poinsettia just to, make it happy.
There. Okay, another suggestion. We're getting a lot of ideas for ho
Good.
ho ho. So if you get this paper, you're going to be set. Wendy Jean said you could do glittery Nouveau drops, or you could put
yeah.
glitter or a Wink Castella pen. And Dawn suggested a little Santa in the corner popped up. And Janet just posted the Santa hat stickers.
Well, where were you all when I was
Chris
sitting at my
needed you-
kitchen table
Yeah.
cussing it? This little guy, again, kind of plain. And it's got this pretty part here.
Yes, it does.
But, it's okay to go ahead and cover up a little bit if you want. I wanted to put
That's a pretty bow.
the cheer. Thank you. This was from that little ribbon.
Oh, we've got 3 ribbon options if you do want to make tags, or if you have this collection. These 3, I think, is there 10 yards?
There's a
or-
lot. I know that.
We used it for Merry Makers, and we did a lot of projects. But you can get the red; they're $7.99, or you can get the white, or you can get the jade green. And all 3 of those colors do coordinate with this collection very well, especially the jade green.
Yes, yep.
because it is a little different green in this collection. It's kind of a teal. Well, it's got both.
It does both, yes. I mean, because this one went well. also, but I think
Yeah.
that just gave a nice pop of color.
Yeah, you're right, because there's more of a typical green. So jade green, white. This is seam binding, so you can like get it wet and scrunch it, make it
scrunch it.
curly, or it ties nicely, and you will have. I think it's 10 yards.
I think I wouldn't be surprised.
I think it's 10 yards. It'll probably say when Janet links it.
This little guy, again, kind of plain.
Love that paper. Oh, yeah.
So I took the joy from the stickers, a couple stars, and just did kind of a fun. I had that red yarn
just kind of shredded
and
it
kind
up
of
a little
shredded
bit.
it. Yep.
That's a good idea. We're learning lots of techniques for the tops of our cards.
And I know I'm going through them kind of fast, but we want to get to Maggie.
Well, we want to see everything.
Well, I know, but this one again, kind of plain. Well, not really plain, but
it's a pattern.
it's a pattern. So I added some of the dots, the enamel
okay.
dots.
I didn't notice those. Yeah, there they are.
And then I pop dotted the flower, put a pine cone and greenery underneath, and I glittered the pine cone and the greenery and just the center of the flower.
So tilt it just a little so we can see
Towards
how
you?
Yeah, just sideways. There we go. So we can see it sparkle.
Okay.
Now, Chris, what I love what you did about that was she took the icons in the pattern, pulled them out of the floral pack, and that's what she put on the tag.
Right.
So that's really neat, the pine
you.
cone and the flower.
Yeah, I just, it's okay to cover up the pattern. It's all right.
We were right about the seam binding. It is 10 yards.
Okay. Oh, nice.
So.
Well, you were right. This one, again, a plain one. Added a little of the enamel dots, glittered it.
And then you got the two-tone ribbon.
Yep. And, I left it plain on the back. Some of them, I didn't decorate a lot of the backs just because I ran out of time.
And you might do that later when you decide
Exactly.
what you're doing with them.
Well, and I am notorious for doing something, walking away, coming back and adding things to it.
Then, yeah, I can see that. Then you kind of think,
Yeah.
oh, I need to do that.
Well, sometimes I think if you do it right away, you overdo, because sometimes...
Like ho, ho, ho?
yes, like ho, ho, ho. Exactly. This one, all I did was use the glossy accents. I don't know if you can tell.
on the little clip.
Because you can see how it's kind of flat there, but here it's got a little shine to it. Put a festive bow on it.
Okay, now that's a different bow.
It is. I
like it.
Thank you. I just hooked it through, and then I made a separate bow and attached it to it.
Oh, okay. Is it stapled then with the
It
tiny
is.
attacher? Yeah, that's
Exactly. And then this one I did add a poinsettia to the
Ooh.
back because it's pretty, and why shouldn't both sides be nice?
neat. Why not? I do like how you did that bow. I'm gonna be using this technique.
Oh, good. Well, thanks.
So it's just a bow, and it's stapled to like the regular ribbon that's
Yep.
just going straight up and down through the hole.
Exactly.
Very cool.
This one, the camera, I glossy accented the lens, and it didn't show real well, but so I decided to up the bow. So I just did one small bow on top of a big one,
Oh gosh.
and because both of those colors are really in there, so it really pulls it. And then added a little, because this is up here, I wanted to add a little
Use the
something.
same.
Yeah.
Kimberly said she thought this was a real clip.
Oh, okay.
It does look like it, doesn't it, when you add that glossy accents. Now, glossy accents comes in a little bottle like this, and it comes in a big bottle. You can use it for adhesive. Teresa glitters with it. She uses it to stick her glitter down because she likes the shininess of it with her glitter. And the little bottle's $2.99, so it's a great way to try it if you want to try it. And it does tend to get clogged in the tip. And many years ago, Tim Holtz, a class I was in, he said when you use it, after you do your stuff, then you should just tap it once on the table to get the bead out of the tip. And I've done that, and sometimes it clogs and sometimes it doesn't.
Then do you just use a pen or something?
Yeah, just
to
stick it with a pin
yeah.
when you need to unclog it.
This little guy,
That's a cute one.
he had so many options because, again,
glossy accents.
Yep, and then I did it to the berries also,
Oh.
and it just really, I mean, this looks flat. This gives
Yes,
it
it
dimension.
changes it a lot.
Yeah, yep. And I don't know if you can see it on camera
Yeah,
as
we
well as
can
you can
see
in
it really
person.
well.
Okay, good. And then I liked tying it with the gold just to add a little oomph again.
I like that too. That's a good idea. You were very creative with your ties. Well, and your tags too, but lots of ties that I haven't seen before.
Well, I didn't want them to all be the same, and I think I worked longer on the ties than I did
the tags?
on, yes, on some of them. Well, and I have to say, this one, I had it different, but it was too loose, so I pulled it again, and I ripped the tag. So that's why I ended up doing...
So if you rip your tag, just do this.
Yeah, there's options.
Sandy says, please make this a kit. And really, okay, she's got just 4 more to show, but really you don't need a kit. If you get this sheet of paper, which is the tag paper from Simple Stories, 'Tis the Season, and then you get the package of foam stickers, which gives them a lot of dimensions. She used the enamel dots and the floral bits, all from 'Tis the Season. So what is that? Just 4 items?
4 items.
So 4 items, and your ribbon. And if you have ribbon, great. If you want ribbon, you can always pick up these 10-yard spools that are color coordinated to it.
Kelly, would you like me to run the camera while you look into a couple things?
Sure.
I have nobody else to.
Yeah, I can do that. The back door. Someone's knocking at the back door. Someone's knocking at our back door. Maggie's going to take over for me for a minute. And we have a new viewer.
Oh
my gosh.
Welcome.
So I lost her, Linda. So welcome, Linda. We are in the middle of the U.S. in Iowa. We're a suburb of Des Moines, and just right off I-30 and I-80. So
35.
or 35. So
Did
all
we
right.
move?
I-35 and I-80.
There
We're
you
kind of
go.
at the cross section of that.
Well, yeah, like you said, four things.
And we'll have pictures of these.
yeah.
I'll take pictures of all of Chris's tags so you can see them. Oh, and then if you want the glitter, you can add glitter.
Exactly. Are you going to switch spots?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are not showing up, and then the white seam binding that you showed is not showing up.
Okay. All right, we're going to switch. We're going to switch out for a minute, and Maggie's going to take over. Maggie's back.
All right, Maggie's back.
She's back, and Chris has got 4 more tags to show us. And then I will go fix a couple products.
Okay.
And Chris, they say that you make it look easy.
It is easy.
I just love the idea that you can get one sheet of paper.
Right. Yep. Alrighty. So this tag, again, here it is to start with. Then I used the glitter mix. I found one of the puffy stickers that fit perfectly. And then I wanted to add a little something to the back, so I took something from the floral bits and added it to the back, put your ribbon on, and you're done. Alrighty. This one has a lot going on it, so I didn't want to take away from it. So I just added the little celebrate, another foam sticker, another one on the back.
And you're done.
Exactly. And of course your ribbon. That gold really pulls out kind of that gold from the orange. So, and I could have glittered.
Very
but-
elegant.
Thank you. Let's see. Oh, this is one of our favorites. Diane loved this one.
This is the one I made the surprise tag up for Merrymakers with.
Oh, okay. The glitter mix, the foam sticker. I also used the glossy accent on the star just so it popped it a little bit. Added the ribbon, and you're done again. Now, if I had had the 2 froms at home, the sticker or the stamp set, then I could have done that because it would have been nice and neat just to have. My writing isn't the best, so I will definitely do 2 from. This one again has a lot going on, so I just decided to add a couple enamel dots, put a foam sticker on the back to, you know, I like a happy surprise. And then I liked this little plaid ribbon, which we do have in the store. If you need some of that, we could get it for you. But just like that, there's 15. Of course, I only have 14 here. But that's,
ho, ho.
yeah, ho, ho, ho.
We must all love that black and white checked ribbon because we all use it. I used it today.
Did
too.
you?
Uh-huh.
Well, it was in a bag that Katie had, and she said, here, take this with you. So I did.
Someone asked to see this again. Too,
Oh, okay.
Before you stop.
All right. Let me pull this one out.
Look for that ribbon.
This is the Dear Santa. And I like the,
Same idea. Then.
yes, exactly, because it has the sticker sheet, or puff sticker sheet. Look at the backs of those, though. I like
Very
that a
cute.
lot.
And Chris, when I did the tag for Merrymakers, if you happen to be in Merrymakers 2022, you got a stamp set that has to from on it.
Oh,
also.
nice. Oh, is it this one?
I believe so. That's the one I used.
All right.
Yes.
There you go. Now, and then these two things go with the Dear Santa. You can kind of see all the different things on the back of there. If you get some,
Chris, I found one more.
you have to be kind of careful with your ephemera so that you don't use something too big that it's not going to fit on the tag. So that's why I kind of pick and chose what I wanted. And Kelly found another group. Oh, two more. Oh my gosh. You know, she's on a scooter, but she's
Fast.
she is fast.
So here's two more simple stories.
Thank you. Oh, look at this one.
You wander around this store long enough, you'll find lots of things.
This is the Baking Spirits Bright.
So
Wouldn't
you
that be
wanna
cute
give
with
a
those
baked
gingerbread?
good?
Yes.
Ah.
That is very cute. And it has all the little gingerbread men on it. And you could do this one too. That has a lot of options in there. And then the other one is the Holiday Life.
I love the colors.
Uh-huh.
That craft is
Whoops.
nice.
Look at the back of that too. Very cool. And I love all of the different sayings on here.
This might be, some of them are big, but
Yeah,
use
but
them
there'd
for
be a lot that
use
would.
them for a layout or
Yep.
something.
Wendy says so much she wants to make, there's never enough time.
That's the truth.
Oh, and look at this. That's really nice.
You could add those anywhere.
Definitely. Yeah, those are very nice choices. All right.
So we
Wow.
can make our tags.
We could be done with that part of it for sure. It'll be very easy. Like Kelly said, she'll take some photos. Other than that, I think I'm done. I'm going
That
to
was great.
scoot out. Well, thank you. I'm going to give my mic to Kelly. You didn't have yours back on.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
I love this place.
And I
the
just
best
noticed
place.
this.
It just never ends.
I think they could hear you.
I think so too. I'm going to move this out
Well,
of your
what
way.
a fun day, because it's a double fun day, double our pleasure, our holiday pleasure today. And Chris did our tags, and Maggie is doing some things that would be very nice for your home decor for the holidays. And you could probably even take the ideas and use them for other events and holidays too, I would think. So Chris, they're saying they loved your tags,
Oh, well, thank you.
and they sure appreciate it.
Do you want me to scoot those out of your way, Maggie? Probably.
We can just at least move them over here.
There we go.
Thank you.
Let's see if we missed. They were saying Maggie's mic wasn't on, and you're right. It was not even on her. It was laying on the table, but she's got it now, so we are all good. And I think Chris inspired a lot of people to make their tags for sure. And
There's my paper. I couldn't figure out what Doug did with my paper.
Doug,
There it is. Okay.
look at this display right here. Isn't that just amazing? Maggie does the nicest things. The Ninja die cut does not, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles does not have a picture online, but it is online now if you were interested in it. And the Believe with the Grinch is online. We have a category called Grinch in our themes. I think it's in our themes. You can find all of our Grinch stuff there. So that is back online. And in stock too.
All right.
Maggie, I want to show everyone your shirt, because Peace on earth. I love that.
It's a little throwback to the hippies.
Well, we had our staff holiday party last weekend, and it was the hippie theme. So it was hippie holidays, peace, love, and party. It was a lot of fun.
Yes. Yes.
There's a question about mint and mistletoe. It shipped 2 days ago. I was really hoping it would be here today, Mary, but mint and mistletoe is probably more likely to hit Memory Bound on Monday, perhaps Tuesday, but hopefully Monday. So it'll be here. It's on its way.
And we considered that paper one of those pieces of paper to put on a book too.
Yes,
So
we
that
did.
should be coming in.
And I don't know if we explained this, but we were told that we had purchased everything there was. And then I went out to check it again, and maybe they had some more come in from their warehouse. I'm not sure, but I was thrilled that we could get more. So we really could only get what we had previously, but luckily now there's more coming. So we love that, don't we, Maggie?
Yes, that's a beautiful paper. The one sheet that I saw, I really wanted to use it. But
Yeah, there's
it
one
just
with
wasn't
music.
here. Okay, so today what I'm going to share with you is how I made these decorative books that you can display. You can display it in groups of 1, 2, or 3. I made this one so it could be used as just by itself. But the fun thing I got to do was I got to use the 49 in Market Christmas Spectacular rub-ons, and boy did I have fun with those. And then I saw that we had these also that would have come in handy for, instead of just always words.
So this is this one called their foliage.
Yeah.
Here you can see how that what you get for $11.99. You get 6 sheets, and it's all foliage, which is really kind of neat. I can't remember who used these black and white ones. I think it was Teresa. But Maggie took these words. Oh my gosh, you are so right. Look at
Boy, were they
they're
fun.
Perfect.
Yes.
They're perfect.
So for this set right here, I try to kind of stay with a line. Then I know they coordinate. So the paper that I used for this set right here was from Holiday Charm, and I loved.
Doug. So this is Holiday Charm.
This
from
is
Photo
Holiday
Play, and
Charm.
we have really liked this. Make sure that's online.
Okay, so I really liked these 4. Whoops, take
So
that
we
back.
had, you made a fun tray with this. I did a little folio. We've
Yeah.
reordered it multiple times from Photo Play, and now we're covering books with it.
I just love the coloring and the tone of these. So for this book right here, I used this one right here, which is called Candy Cane. It's on the
Oh,
other
that's the
side.
stripe.
So it actually worked out perfect because I used the snowflake side, and I like the background with the music and stuff for the front. And then I used another piece of it for the coordinating book that went with it. So when you stay in one line, and you don't always have to, but if you're not sure about your coloring, your choice of colors, find a line and you're all set. You don't have, they've done all the work for you.
Well, and Shelley said she loves the red shade, and Shelley, you're right. It is a
Yes.
really nice holiday red. Just scan it and put it online if you can.
And then this is the red, which is,
What is that one called?
that one is called
Carols.
Christmas Carols.
Let's see what the back is. Or is this the back?
No,
Oh, this is the one with the roses.
Yes, and I almost used that one too.
music.
What I was looking for was papers that I could use the rub-ons with, and so anything that had
Oh, true.
wide open spaces. But so this is one set, and then
Maggie, that
I
looks
used
so nice.
I
Oh my
used
gosh.
the rub-ons, and they're so easy to use. And look at how nice that looks.
It
Just
does.
even
It's the
over the
perfect
stripe.
title.
Yeah. And then this is some ribbon that I fell in love with, and I thought that looked really good
Oh my gosh.
with this line.
It's the perfect shade of cream.
Yeah.
We don't have this ribbon package. We should though.
Yeah.
We're probably not going to get to that today, but we will package this up and sell it in packages. But you can call and get it. It's 50 cents a foot, and we'd be happy to get it for you.
And in 1 foot, you can get 4 Merry Christmases. Because we try to cut it. Okay, so this is the line that I used for these, but then I switched over to Christmas Spectacular for the rub-ons, and these are amazing.
You could get a lot of books and other things with these.
And what I liked about it is, okay, they had Holly Jolly in this size, but then they had it in red in this size, and black in this size, and I think there was even a smaller one. So they had like any sentiment that you like the Merry Christmas, you got it here in this size, but then you got it bigger, and then you got it smaller. So it really opens it up for different sizes. And now I just realized I was looking for maybe just a fun
Holly.
little
I'm going to flip it over.
And I could have probably put one of those greenery things right here.
Oh, right there, yeah.
It would have added to it. But beware that sometimes don't throw away any strips. This just happened to be laying there. No, I think it was just a scrap. And so don't throw anything away until you're done. But when you're out looking for books, try to find, for the holidays, try to find red or green or cream or black. The bright blues and yellows, you can tone them down with ink, but it's not too hard to find these colors. And I'm going to give a shout out to the little Dollar Tree. I went to Goodwill to find I wanted a smaller book like this.
Yeah.
They're $2.49 for just a small book. And so then I went to Dollar Tree, and theirs are $1.25, so I got 2 for the price of 1.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they're brand new.
Somebody has asked what size the books are. Do you want to grab a ruler?
You know what? I brought a ruler.
It can, you can make them any size, and she's got all different sizes here.
I like
it's
the
amazing that you have
size.
found red and green books.
Yeah, they're not that hard to find. There's a lot of them. But even the cream ones. Most novel books are going to be approximately, around 6 inches wide. Most of them are going to be 6 inches wide and maybe 9 to 9.5, 8.5 to 9.5. So you can usually get 2 book covers out of a piece of paper. And I don't worry about the backs because they're just sitting there and no one's going to see them. So so this is the one line.
So that is
this
Holiday
is a smaller
Charm.
one. Let's take a look. This only ran about 5.5 by 8.5.
You can do any size. You can even do smaller ones if you want. And sometimes Maggie reads them before she scraps with them.
Yes. In fact, I think this one was a finance book, and I thought maybe I should read that.
No, or maybe
late.
not. I noticed that one's tied closed with the
yes,
ribbon.
there we go. And of course, I'm always digging around looking for pieces of greenery, which I like to kind of top dress the top one. Okay, and then let me grab this one.
And I'll take pictures of these also.
This set was
that your first one that you made?
Yes, and it was made with Christmas Spectacular.
Well, and that reminds me,
no.
Katie Petite
Take
was
that
here
back.
yesterday. So if you missed our video yesterday afternoon, we were so fortunate that Katie is traveling through Iowa to see some family, and she stopped at Memory Bound, and we were able to talk with her yesterday. And oh my gosh, they have so many collections coming out next year, and we have not seen them, but we know there's a lot coming, and you're going to be so excited as much as we are, because we love 49 and Market and the designs and lots of fun.
Okay, this set was before I discovered the
rub-ons?
rub-ons. So this one is from, and you know what? I do not know, but this one came from a barcode. And I will have to figure out which one it was.
You could also type that on your computer. I mean, you could also print it on your computer.
But it was a barcode. So this one I cut from here.
Oh, yeah.
Right here. And you could easily then cut another one and make two books from this piece of paper. And what I liked about it was this gorgeous green on the back, which Did I use it on? No, I didn't use it, but I used it elsewhere, I know. And then this plaid is from this one, which is the, what's that say, the Spirit?
The Spirit.
Okay, I used the plaid from this side.
That's very striking.
And so this is a green book. It actually had a little bit of robin's egg blue, but I thought the green here looked really good.
I like the blue too.
Yeah, so this is what I used for that. And then for here, this must have been a barcode too.
I bet that was.
Yeah, and see this one. Okay, here's an example. All of these. That might have been that one.
Yeah, I think it's this one right here.
Yeah, this is the barcode that I cut off. So do not throw away those barcodes. They come in handy to cover up. And you know, I didn't exactly cover up everything, but no one even notices.
I didn't notice till you pointed it out.
But this one is another very cool barcode. And so this one right here, it was such a pretty red, I didn't do a thing to it. But that's what I did, is I took the leftover from this piece when I was done.
Oh, and did the spine.
And I just did the spine.
That's different.
It kind of drew it together, see? It made it coordinated by putting this like this. Then it kind of brought this to this and made it coordinated.
Looks very fun. Everyone is loving these, and I think we're all going to be looking for old books, or we're going to do some really fast reading.
And this one, and you know what? I do not destroy good books. I just destroy books that are nobody wants.
Finance books?
Yes, nobody wants. Weight loss books.
Yeah, there we go. Weight loss, finance.
Okay, this one is from this Christmas spectacular called
Holly Wisp.
Holiday Wisps, or Holly Wisps. So that came from right here. And then I again used the Christmas Wishes
You know what? You were right about those. They're like,
oh, they're amazing.
they're a perfect size. And we ordered more of these. After Maggie said she was going to do this, we thought, well, we better order more. And we did.
Oh, they are amazing. Very, very nice quality.
I hope Katie Petite sees this, because she will love to see how you used her product.
Yeah, and so then I, of course, used that checked ribbon to tie around, and this is the piece right here. Green. So that was a single one. This is just a single one, and I thought it would be kind of fun if you wanted to tie on some of these cute little bells. If you're not stacking it, you can top dress it, is what I call it.
Top dress it. I like that.
Dress the top. Okay, kind of like they do for ice cream, you know, make it look so good. This is my favorite. Oh my gosh, I just love those.
That is really nice.
Rub-ons. Okay, so now what I did is I'm going to show you a book that I found at.
And if you need some greenery, we do have these greenery pieces. Like this is, let's see, how much is this? This is $3.29, and you could probably split this one up. Oh, don't you think, Maggie? Maybe
3 or 4 times.
4 books.
Yeah.
For $3.29, and it is from Sullivan's Gifts, so it is a pretty nice brand. And then we have this one from Sullivan's that is $4.49. That's got a couple little pine cones too.
But all you need is a little piece.
And I think these are online under Christmas home decor. So if you wanted to, you know, if that's easier for you to just get them here with your other stuff, works out great. If you've got a source, that's great too.
And if you wanted to find a Santa paper that you wanted, I was at someone's house the other day, and they had one of these books about this size. And it must have been last year's paper, but I have been trying to find it. It was a big Santa on the front, and she had covered the book. And these would be perfect, like the holly jollies.
What about Dear Santa? Did we have a big Santa?
I looked over there.
Maybe it's sold out.
Yeah, but you know what? Even if you can't find a big sheet, that's where this kind of comes in handy, is where you just cut it and do
like
something
a cut
like
apart
that.
Or something.
Yeah. So I wanted to do a Santa one, because this holly jolly and Dear Santa, you could make a set of 3 that was all about Santa.
You could. That'd be very fun.
I just ran out of time.
Don't we all?
Okay, so what I'm going to show you is, this was a book that I got at the Dollar Tree, and it's actually
a cool size.
It is, and it was a cream color, and actually what it is it's a wedding planning for weddings. I just thought it was so pretty, and it just shows how to.
That was at the Dollar Tree?
It was for $1.25. She was some kind of event planner. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. First thing I did was I couldn't find the green I wanted, so this is Pine from Color Vibes.
Okay, Pine Color Vibe.
Yep, so I cut that out, and I just used my collage medium. And I didn't want to take a lot of time, so I went ahead and did this already. And then what I do is I always measure from, there's always a crease right here. And so I always measure from that crease over to the edge, and then maybe add like 1/8 of an inch. So this is close to 8, so I would cut it out at 8. And I think this is pretty much a square. Well, this is a little bit, 8 1/4. So this was 8 by 8 1/4. So this is Color Vibe Pine. And so I already have that glued, and I wanted it to be dry. And so then, of course, my next step
All right, we got the famous Maggie sander.
is the sanding.
And Maggie, we had a suggestion from Lisa, which I really like. She said you could put a photo on top of the book.
Oh,
Would that be
yeah.
fun to put a family photo or a picture?
Well, if
of
you
the-
wanted to do our tree.
yeah, you could do
Our tree and have a picture underneath the tree.
or maybe your kids sitting on Santa's lap, or a family or whatever. I love that idea. Thank you, Lisa.
And another theme that I think would work really well would be our baking theme. What's the name of that line?
Baking spirits,
Yes.
right?
And then they could display it in their kitchen, which I think would be really cute.
Well, then I would tie some of those little cookie cutters.
Yes.
on it. We have some
Yes.
little miniature cookie cutter, kind of like charms. Maggie's making a mess.
I'm blowing it towards Kelly.
Yeah. There's her little pile of dust so far.
So the beauty of this is you do not have to do the bottom, because no one's going to see the bottom unless you are displaying it standing up. And then, of course, you could just do the back the same way. So you're just
I'm
going
amazed
to...
at how you found this book at the Dollar Tree.
I know. They had some pretty cute ones to pick from. Okay. So, just going
Looks
to,
nice.
and then I kind of go across the surface because I like that distressed look. So kind of like that. Just adds to the charm.
Janet suggested that if you have some vintage Christmas decorations, you could set them on top with a piece of greenery,
Yes.
which would be really
And
nice.
I thought of some pretty antique bulbs.
Oh, yeah.
Laying on there. I even thought of a candy cane. It didn't seem to fit on the ones I made last night, but I even brought the candy cane.
Oh.
Maybe we can put it on here. So then what I like to do is I like to go across here because
Oh, to make, yeah.
it just adds to it. Not only
Finishes it.
that, but sometimes your book isn't even, and it doesn't always, that paper doesn't always glue totally to it. So this kind of takes those edges off. Okay, so that's how I would do the front of that. And then I thought that this would be kind of fun.
Oh.
And the reason, I know the reason I did this, Kelly, was I was working with what I had.
Which,
And
her
I
scraps?
did not have a big enough leftover piece to cover the whole thing, and that's why I used this Color Vibe. But I like this red so much that I wanted to use that. So we're going to, you know what we could do? We can, I don't have my paper distressing tool, so we're just
Well,
going
neither
to,
does Memory Bound, but they're coming. It
we're
looks
going
like,
to distress the edges
it
here.
looks like she's going to use she used the left side of Holly Wisps from Christmas Spectacular on a book, and now she's going to use that right side. Oh, no. Yeah. Yes. Now she's going to use the right side on this book, but I like that you're doing it different.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't have enough paper because
Yeah.
that shows us more ideas.
Okay, so rather
Are you
than,
going to ink it?
we're going to ink it just a little bit so it's not quite so white.
And Maggie is using pumice stone, and this is her winter color, I believe.
This is usually my summer color, but
Oh.
I've kind of gotten where I really, really like pumice stone. It's just not quite as dark.
I use that for mint and mistletoe because you're right, it's a little lighter.
I call it a taupe.
I think it's taupe's a good color.
Okay, so I could use my collage medium, which I think I should. The collage medium is Tim Holtz Artist Quality Glue. And thank you. You know what I really, really, really wanted to use was this. But I think we only have a couple of sheets of this.
That's last year's paper, and it was sold out. Okay, I want everyone to know Maggie made an amazing canvas project with that paper. And then we went to order it, and it was gone. It was sold out. So
I really wanted to use it on this, but I couldn't. Because we don't want to get too excited about a piece of paper and then not be able to sell it.
Yeah, we don't want to make people mad. Yes. But so the red that you use could be a color vibe. It could be this paper that you showed us.
There is one
holiday
of those
charm.
backs are red.
Or if you have red cardstock at home, I don't think that much of it's really going to show.
What I like about it, though, is you get that little bit of texture. I don't know.
That's why, well, this one would be good, too.
Yes.
This is the Christmas Carols from Holiday Charm.
Okay, so we're
and it's
going
a very similar color.
To just lay that on there like this. See, isn't that pretty cool when you just sand that?
It is really neat. I get the impression, Maggie, that once you start making these, you can't stop.
Well,
is that
you know, I could have, except I was making them at 10 o'clock last night, my second set. And so it was finally, I ran out of books and ran out of time.
Well, but it's very fun. I could see sitting down with having a little craft day with people and making these. I think that would be really nice. And use up
scraps and, you know, just pick books up at garage sales and just be looking all year long for red and green and if you want to make a Halloween one, be looking for black and oranges.
And I have a Halloween one that Maggie made, and it sat up on my mantle. It was my only and then I had my scary makers. Those were our two decorations.
Okay, so now, then I took, this is actually what was left over from this book that I made right here. So I used this piece, So I used this piece on there, and this is the piece that was left over. So we're going to just...
And you know, Maggie, they make these for graduation center pieces, and then you could do class of 2024 and do your party colors or your school colors. I've seen that because, you know, reading and books is part of
And Kelly, you can also stamp the spines too.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have these cool rub-ons, you can always stamp the side. I saw one the other night. I was looking in Pinterest, and they had one that they wrote "Deck the Halls" on each book. Deck the halls.
Oh, that's
I thought
nice.
that was really cute.
So we are accomplishing a lot today. We showed you our new die cuts and some new things from a vendor we haven't gotten things. Those little wood trays and caddies, and Chris showed us how to make some tags. It's not too late to make your own tags with the Simple Stories tag paper. That makes it pretty easy. And we had 4 different collections for Christmas. And she even showed us the Valentine collection that's out. If you wanted to if you're all done with Christmas, Maggie, some people are.
Wow. That's when I kick in with, what can I make extra? Okay, is that right? Am I doing this right? Yeah.
Yes, you are. Chris is going to do this next year. Chris, I'm sorry to hear that you're laid up, but you're going to have a lot of fun doing this next year.
And you know, just keep your Christmas paper out, and throughout the summer, make up stacks. They make really nice gifts. Like a stack like this makes a really nice gift for.
If you bought that at a gift shop,
I've been in like homemakers furniture store, and they don't do anything. All they do is just put a plaid, they wrap it around, and it's not even as nice. And they charge a lot of money for that. Okay, so there's the front.
Oh my
Well, then I got this idea that I didn't like this cream. So again, looked around in my stash. Actually, it was just laying on the table from cutting it.
From her mess?
Some of the best ideas come from your mess.
We have a question about the glue press, and we, as far as we know, it's going to arrive at the vendor around December 18th, and we will be able to order it. So we usually get things like in a day that ships really fast because they're close by, which is really nice for Memory Bound. I don't know, I think they're going to be bombarded with orders, so I hate to make any promises. But the date that we're still hearing is arriving at the vendor on December 18th, and then however fast they can get it in and get orders picked and shipped, then ours will get here. We'll be watching and we'll order it right away as soon as we can.
Okay, I wanted to share, this is just something different that I did, but I wanted to share with, like, let's say, a lot of people think that you need to wrap your book. I personally don't like them wrapped, as well as having this a separate piece and your spine a separate piece. To me, and that's why I look for red and green and black books, is because this little part's going to show. Now, on this one, I am covering it, but what I wanted to share with you is you just measure how wide your spine is. Mm-hmm. Cut that strip, and maybe I can show you what I learned. That works really well.
What you learned.
Okay, so if I just need a little strip of paper.
Congratulations to Kimberly. She's finished her Christmas shopping.
Aww.
And now it's all about crafting. So Kimberly, hopefully you'll be making some of these books and some of the tags that Chris showed us.
Okay, this one I'm doing differently. I decided I didn't like that cream because this is so white. Can I get you to just go to the scrap box and cut me a piece that's maybe about 1 inch wide and maybe 8 inches long of any piece of paper?
Any color?
Sure. Okay. So I'm just gluing this on. And the thing about sanding later after it's dry is when you're gluing like this, sometimes things don't always get glued down and you have pieces that aren't
that's true.
aren't in sync with the book. So what I like to do is sand it, and then it basically goes right down into the book and you don't have those edges. So this is just something I'm doing differently. And
it's good to show us different ways.
Yeah, and then I'm going to take that same green and I'm going to cover this. Now this is a very flat spine, so the little trick I wanted to show you isn't going to go with this, but on this one, again, I didn't care if there was a little bit of that cream color showing. It just adds to the layers. So we're going to glue that on. You see that? Okay, and we'll let that dry. See how that kind of made it come together? And see, these little two pieces will come together. Once it's dry, we're going to sand them so they won't have those edges. Okay, so while we're waiting, and then this just happened to be left over from here. So what I did is I thought it needed a little bit of interest. So
what are you doing with that?
We're going to take this piece.
So it's like you see what's laying on your table from what you
sometimes,
cut?
Design just happens. Okay, so I just thought it needed, what I wanted to do was to tie this.
Sorry, these were
Thank you. Perfect. I wanted to tie this onto the spine. So by using that same piece of paper.
So it's a little bit narrower than the green.
Yeah, it just is going to add and make that book come together. If I can get it on here straight. There we go. So anytime you can connect the spine to the front of the book is good. Like that, see?
Yes, that looks
And
fun.
so while that's
very
drying,
fun.
I am going to show you.
And you know, if this isn't your style, you could do this with, doodlebug paper.
Totally,
or
yeah.
Other,
a Santa one
Claus
would be cool. Okay, so now I'm going to take this Merry Christmas, which is still from the Rub-Ons.
So you get a lot.
Oh my gosh,
you can do a lot of books, everybody. This is $6.99, and I guess I could count them up, but 1, 2, 3. I think there's 16 or 17.
Okay, so you just pull this apart like this. And Kelly, I'm going to have you try to tell me whether it's straight. Does that look about
I think
right?
it looks straight. I'm looking down on it, so it's kind of hard. I think it looks okay.
Okay, so we're going to lay that on there. And you're going to see how easy
Yeah,
this
everybody
is.
loves the rub-ons. And Maggie, yesterday, Katie Pertite told us that the rub-ons and the 4-inch tapes were some of her favorite products from
I
49
did.
Market.
I heard that. It was nice to see her. And Kelly, while I'm doing this, remind me we have a little announcement about next week.
Oh, that's right.
So don't let us.
We got something going on next. There's always
There's
something
always
going on
something
here.
going on. Okay, so let's see how well I did. When you lift it up, only lift up a tiny bit at a time, because if you did miss something, you can lay it back down. Like that little part of that
you
leaf.
can put these on photos. You can put them on paper. You can. Can you put these on candles? I think they've.
Yeah, I
It's
saw.
a little tricky, but it can be done.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh, that
Isn't
looks
that
so
fun?
cute. Yes.
So it went from just this plain cover to this.
Amazing.
I
It's
love it.
really, really neat.
Oh my gosh. All right, so this is hopefully dry enough. I can show you real quick how to sand those. You just don't want two edges butting up against each other without melding them, or I don't know how to use. But you have to be careful because it's a little fragile, so we're going to go this way. And we're just going to sand those two edges kind of together.
Virginia's coming to visit us this afternoon.
Oh. Okay, and then I think I'm going to go here.
Maggie's using the large paper file. We just got a big order of those in, so if you like it, I think it's nice because it kind of gives a little when you're putting pressure on it.
Yeah, you can be kind of
And
gentle.
it does, and you can wash it. Maggie, of course, has not washed hers, but they do say they're washable. So if you wanted to wash them out, you can.
And then sometimes I'll just do this because that just makes those edges kind of meld together.
Just to stress it a little bit.
There
Oh my
we
gosh.
go. And then
I think everyone's amazed, Maggie.
oh, these are just so fun. I thought, well, maybe this might be kind of cool with this ribbon too.
They said you could put a little pumice stone on it if you wanted to.
Yes. Oh, you know what? And I haven't done that. Ah, good idea. Very good idea. Yeah, and I don't do a lot because I kind of like that.
Like the white.
Yeah.
You just
Just
pumice
tone
stone
it down.
If you're wanting to ink
There we
something
go.
and it's a light color, I always suggest pumice stone instead of a darker brown.
What do you think of this right
Oh
here?
my gosh, I love it.
And
It looks great.
I've been making those fleece tie blankets, Kelly, so am
How's
I
your
bow
fingers?
making.
How's your fingers doing?
Oh my gosh.
Now I'm going to tell everybody. Maggie said she's got her husband at home today tying one of the fleece blankets. I was lucky enough to get one in our gift exchange from Tammy.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. Your husband's has to, you have to be okay
being
with
crafty.
him. He's not, and
And
I'll
you
tell
can't
you what.
critique it?
No, you just go with it. But you could,
Oh,
if you
sure,
wanted
tie a little
to
candy cane on.
tie, I don't know, maybe that's not the thing you want. Maybe you'd rather have some bow or bells. And we sell these bells. You get 8 to a package for $1.19. But wouldn't that be cute?
Yeah, that's
Oh my
really
gosh.
cute. Everybody
So-
is loving it, Maggie.
From a $1.25 book, this could be laying on your coffee table.
I love it. I think it's great. Everyone,
Yeah.
the hearts are going like crazy. Everybody loves it. They think all your books are wonderful.
You could add some Nouveau drops on the berries if you wanted to make them three-dimensional. So
I think
there
maybe
you go.
if you had a little candy cane, either
Yeah,
put your knot,
maybe.
either put your knot over here on this side, but this candy cane's
Too big.
it's a little big, but
Might have to eat that one.
yeah, you're gonna have to eat that one. But if you had a couple little ones, that would be cute too.
But if you were doing a baking book for your
Oh,
kitchen,
yes,
then
yeah.
you could add a candy cane.
Absolutely.
Or like you said, one of those little cookie cutters. A little cookie cutter would be really cute.
Yes.
You could find little antique things too.
Charms.
Oh, yeah.
But
there we
Die
go.
cut. There's so many options. Look at all look at all these books.
Now, Kelly, do I get to announce something?
Yes. Yes. So this starts next week, right?
Yes, it is. Okay, starting on Monday. We are happy to announce that we are starting our little Santa's giveaways. And the name of our week is going to be called What's in Santa's Bag. And
do we say what's in Santa's bag, or do you
they
tell
will
us?
know. They will know. I think we'll tell them
You're
each
gonna tell 'em
day.
Okay.
Each day we'll show what the giveaway is, and each day we will ask you to comment something. We'll have a question, and you will comment, and from all those comments we will pick at random a winner for that day. So it'd be Monday through Friday, so there will be 5 items and possibly even a few extras. So tune in for What's in Santa's Bag. It starts on Monday.
So Monday, Katie and Maggie are going to be here, and they're going to be kicking it off. And there's always something fun going on at Memory Bound, and that's the next thing. And
what's Christmas without some free giveaways?
that's right, we love it. Oh, people can't wait. There's comments about Tim Holtz candy canes, and those are called confections. And I don't think we have any of those left. I think we're sold out of those, but maybe you already have some, and you could tie them onto your books if you wanted to. Tim's probably got several other things that some of his ephemera would be nice.
And sometimes it doesn't have to be real fancy. Like the minute I put this on, I thought that's all I need. I don't need any bells. I don't need. It
bells.
was just,
Bells would be good too.
very simple. And like this was Dear Santa, so if you could find a little Santa charm or something. But
well, they all look amazing. And we also mentioned earlier that we do have some greenery pieces that you could cut apart. I get close to this candle, Maggie, and I have to watch my taking breaths. It's pretty powerful. But you can cut these apart very easily with some wire cutters or probably the Tim Holtz snips. This one's only $3.29, and you're going to find these under our Christmas decor.
And actually, Kelly, I'm not even sure you have to cut them. I think you can pull them off.
They might pull. They might.
I think they just pull off.
Okay.
So you could get 1, 2, 3, 4 at least.
So if you want some greenery, we do have some of that available.
Kelly, I promised them about the spines, because the spines can be a little tricky to get on there and make them stay. Can I show that real quick?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had something
I
else.
totally forgot too. So I had Chris just cut me a random spine, and not all spines are created equal, but they're usually around an inch, inch and a half. So cut what you need, and then before you glue it, because the spine is rounded, it's much better if you kind of do this to
train it a little bit.
Train your paper just a little bit. That really helps. And I'm going to show you even a better trick. Now I had a little bit too wide but this will work. Okay, score tape. Instead of just using glue or using Distress Collage Medium, put a little bit of score tape and make sure it's right up against the edges. And this actually could end up being the right size.
That might be perfect.
Yeah,
that looks like 1/2 inch maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
3/8 or 1/2 inch.
And you can, if you only have 1/4 inch, then put more rows. But just make sure that it's right up against the edge. Okay, so then after you've done that and you pull it off, this is going to make your life easier, believe me, because I've used just glue and you have to hold it and hold it and hold it until
So this way you can just
move on. Okay, so I already have this, but then what you want to do is to take your glue press or a fine point glue and just still put a tiny bit of glue on there. And the reason you want to do that is it gives you a little wiggle room. So if you get it on crooked, it allows you to move it. Sorry.
And we will be ordering the glue press as soon as it's available. So if you don't have one and you want one, let us know and we'll get you on the list.
So this is what I would do to make your life simpler, and then just put that on your sign. No, I'm just going to show them.
Like,
so because you've trained it, it's going to be already curved.
Then
because
you don't have to hold it down as much.
Yeah,
that
and
makes a lot of sense.
because you've got a little bit of glue on your score tape, it gives you wiggle room, so it's not, you can move it. Otherwise, if you were to put this down with just score tape, it would be permanent, and if you got it crooked.
And Maggie has made a lot of books, so she knows the tips and tricks.
Yeah, so
for
I
sure.
learned that. You can do it with just glue or collage medium, but this is a much more efficient way.
Then you
Just
can
got
get
glue.
on to your next book, right, Maggie?
Yes, yes. And you know what? Last night I kind of had an assembly line going. I did all the fronts, and then I did all the spines, and I did all the sanding, and you can do quite a few.
I think it'd be fun just to get a pile out and have some friends get together and make,
And
or
just
everybody bring their paper, because there's a lot of possibilities in the different papers here at Memory
and you
Bound.
could do so much with your scraps, but you know what? Life is much easier when you buy a line.
So you don't have to go looking.
Yes, yes, but they would make great gifts. A set of these for someone to put in their home. I love it.
And we have looks like one more question. The glue press, you can put other glue in the glue press. It is built, do you want to grab it? It is shaped to fit the Nouveau glue, the smaller, the 60-ounce bottle. But you get an empty bottle with it, and then you can put in it whatever you want. If you prefer art glitter glue or barely art or whatever that might be, and you can fill that other bottle.
Yes,
with what you'd like, but-
even glossy accents. So if you like that, but
And it's got tips too that come with it. And you can buy extra bottles. There's packages of extra bottles and tips that come along with it too.
now today my bottle had run out, and I couldn't get any more to come out. So I just went over, got a new bottle of glue, and all I had to do was replace.
Just put the
change
little
this
tip
over.
on it.
Yeah, at first I thought I had to just change this, but you change the
Oh,
whole
you
thing.
unscrew the whole thing. Well,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
Yeah.
I don't have one yet. Oh, okay. How do you change out the bottles? Can you show how the bottle pops out?
Oh, yes. Now you have to have the lid off.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Yep.
good tip.
So take the lid off, drop it down in until it clicks, like that. And then the lid goes right here.
And there's Kimberly said she used a different one and she had a lot of drips. So if your glue is a thinner glue, then you're going to want to use the finer tip point.
Yes.
There's two different tips. One's a little finer, one's a little wider.
And this little pink thing, that's what holds it keeps the glue from getting clogged.
Seals
and you
it.
can leave it open as long as you want.
Diane and I have been waiting for more to come in because we don't have one yet. So we're looking forward to that. And it's probably going to be towards the end. If there's a miracle that it might be here at Christmas, but I think they're going to be really busy getting them in the warehouse and getting them sent out.
So you may just have to put a little certificate in
Yes,
in your
or get a gift card.
stockings.
They're
Yes.
they were $34.99. They possibly had a price increase. We don't really know. And Chris, yes, we do sell extra tips. They have been out of stock, and they just came back into stock, so we can get those ordered right away.
Oh, they
So
did
you
come in
can-
stock. Okay.
Yeah, so they have those, just not the
because
glue
somebody
presses.
ordered them.
Okay, wow,
right.
wow, this has been a day. It's almost time for lunch now, Maggie. It's 11
Yes,
o'clock.
my time of day.
So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Chris and Maggie, for wonderful showings today of your projects. I got to dust the Maggie sanding stuff off of my lap here. We appreciate all of you. I hope you have a great crafty weekend. And we're going to be back on Monday, and Teresa's going to be here. And she's got some calendar ideas to share, including a calendar kit. If you're looking for a gift for somebody, it's like the perfect gift. You add your photos, and it's a gift that gives all year. So Teresa will be here on Monday. And remember that our Tim Holtz sale, the stamps, the dies, there's some of the dies and the stamps, the ideology, that ends on Sunday. So don't miss out on that. Get what you were wanting from that collection from Tim Holtz. We're having Merry Markdowns, and our next one will start on Wednesday. So thanks, everyone. We appreciate you, and we'll see you in a few days.